Hey there guys, it's Rick Kutzer here with AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. And today, we're taking a break from the straight review stuff, and we're gonna do a little bit of tinkering. Stay with us. So before I get started, definitely wanna say thank you to Pyramid Air for hooking us up with this gear, and also Crossman for hooking us up with the Woodwalker a little whiles back. This is some pretty cool stuff, and I'm excited to kind of bring this to you because in the world of airgunning, you know, you can buy a gun off the shelf and go shoot, but airgunning really lends itself to tinkering, and the Crossman line of products is probably one of the best. And let me give you an example. So this is the 2240. This guy's been around a very long time. It's very affordable, fun to shoot, single shot, kind of a plastic breech. You can do all kinds of things to upgrade this, even to the crazy part of something like that. That is actually a 2240 that's been modded with a multi-shot weaver breech, shrouded barrel, just very, very cool. Some really nice wood grips, stainless steel probe and bolt handle. You can go crazy with this stuff. And again, the Crossman products are a great place to do that. 2240s, Discoveries, Marauders, all of those really lend themselves to you guys getting out and doing some tinkering. And today what we're gonna do is a little bit of an upgrade here on a Woodswalker. Now, if you have the Marauder pistol, same thing applies. So the Woodswalker is basically a product that's like an all-in package from Crossman. So you have the camo styling, which is pretty cool. You have the pistol grips, you have the skeleton stock, and it even comes with an optic. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna transform this into something a little more tactical with a little better scope. And it's really very easy. You just need a few parts to make this something unique and special to you. So the first thing we wanna do is we're gonna pull our scope off, and we're not gonna be shooting this today, at least not during this part. So just make sure your safety's on. That should be on all the time anyway. If you're ever going to work on the internals, make sure you empty the gun first. You can do that simply by shooting all the air out, and there's also ways you can bleed it, but make sure it's completely empty if you're gonna be taking apart any of the internals. We're not gonna do any of that today. We're just gonna be working on the outside. All right, so the first thing I wanna do is prep this so that we can start doing our upgrade. So I'm gonna take the optic off, and we are gonna be upgrading this to a much nicer Hawke Red Dot. So we'll do that a little bit later. So the first thing we gotta do now is we're gonna take the skeleton stock off. So we're gonna set this here, and this is actually just a screwdriver on a flathead bit here. And this comes right off. Okay. Just 2 screws. The grips come right off here. Okay. All right. So we'll just set this down. Now, if you want to do any trigger adjustments, now's the time to do it, because here's your adjuster right here. This is where all the goodies are to, you know, lighten the pull, adjust the sear, all that kind of stuff is right in here. You can do that. So let's go ahead and put the grips on now. Okay, so now if you wanted to, you could put a scope on this and you've got just a straight pistol. Pretty cool, but I like a stock. So the next thing we're gonna do now is we're gonna install this RAI adapter. This goes right here and allows you to attach any mil-spec AR-15 style stock that you wanna put on the gun. I think that's awesome. So once you have this in place, any mil-spec stock you wanna throw on here goes right in there and you're all set. So we're gonna install this, and this could not be simpler really, because this end right here is threaded, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna remove that nut, and then you're actually just gonna thread this in. Now there's some adjustability here. You can move this back and forth, get this exactly the way you like it. You know, you could size that up. Once we get the stock installed, you can make all those little adjustments you want and get it just the way you like it. But to start, we're gonna go ahead and take this nut off, and then we're gonna screw that right in there. So I'm using a 1/2 inch socket. Break this free. And I believe All right, the other end of this is a 6mm. So you have a 6mm hex bolt in here, and that's what you're going to use to actually screw right into the back of the pistol. Now, you want to get this, there's some grooves here, you want to make sure they line up. Okay. And this is where you're going to have the ability to sort of move this around and adjust it however you like once you get the stock installed. Let's do the stock now. So again, as you see, this is super easy to do. And we're taking our woods walker, which was already pretty cool, and turning it into something like even more cool. All right, so this is the stock we're going to be using. Now, there's a warning here because there's a buffer spring in here. You hear it? And you don't want that just flying off across the room on you. So we're going to take that out. There it is. All right, so we don't need these for our air gun, but if you were putting this on an AR, you'd definitely want them. Okay, so now it's quite literally, we just screw this into the back of our pistol. Okay. All right, we're going to want to make sure we get this lined up where we want. Let's see. Ooh. I think that's going to do it. All right, so I'm going to hold the adapter. I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. I think that's where I want it. Okay. All right, there's that. Go ahead and screw this on. Okay, over in the shop, I have my AR stock tool. I don't have it with me right now, so we're just going to hand tighten it. Go ahead and lock that down later. All right, that's going to be good enough for now. I'll tell you that that feels so much better as compared to the original stock. That is absolutely slick. Yeah, that is like completely transforms that gun, don't you think? I mean, that is just really nice. Now, when you move to an AR style, if you notice, you're right in line with the bore. So all of a sudden now, if you just put an optic flat on the rail here, it's gonna be very hard for you to get your sight picture. So you're actually, nice little bee. Hello, little bee. Okay. I decided to be a stay stiller that time instead of a swatter. But I was about to transition to swatting. Just in case you know what I'm talking about, it was going to be very close there. So I've got an adapter here. This is going to give me a little extra height. I have to put it that way to not interfere with the mag. But this will give me a little extra height for my scope so that I'll have a better eye relief. So we'll mount this adapter. My camera person's enjoying the bee. She just ran away. She is a panicker. She is not a stay stiller or a swatter. She's more of a swat panic, but the swat to panic transition is very quick. There we go. All right, so we got the adapter mounted. And again, we want this adapter because we want to get the scope up a little higher, or else we're going to get a crick in our neck trying to see it because we've changed the height of our cheek position. So before the stock was down here, now it's up here in line with the bore. So let's go ahead and mount our scope now. This is a Hawke Red Dot, and it has a very fine dot, which is one of the things I really love about this particular scope. So let's see here. Make sure I'm putting it on the right direction. There it is. And we have lots of bees today for whatever reason. All right. There it is. And that's it, guys. Now we've transitioned our Benjamin Woods Walker into something far more cool, I think. And the eye relief is perfect with this little riser. I can absolutely get right on target without any issues. That is exceptionally awesome. So I think that's pretty cool, guys. That's one of the things I love about air guns. The tinkering side of it is a lot of fun if that's what you're into. You can take something that's super basic and with some pretty readily available parts, turn it into something that much more awesome. And that's what we've done with this today. We took off the stock components and we added this very cool mil-spec rail, and that's just cool. And you can do that with air guns, and it only takes a few minutes, and it's a lot of fun. Guys, that's it for now. My name is Rick Hutzler. Thanks for watching. You didn't actually think I'd put this together and not actually shoot it, did you? No, we're gonna shoot it. So, if you have a gun like this, you definitely wanna get out and do some shooting. It's a PCP, so we're gonna charge it up real quick. This is my Air Venturi. This one's actually regulated so that it only fills up to exactly 3,000 PSI. Can't overfill your gun that way, which is awesome. Okay, the Woods Walker, for you guys that aren't familiar with it, has an 8-shot magazine, it's 22 caliber. So I'm gonna throw some Crossman Piranha pellets in here and just take a few shots and see how it handles now with the new stock. All right. That's it. That actually handles so much more nicely than the factory setup. That is very, very cool. The natural pull, I don't know, it just seems far more natural to me and a lot more fun to shoot. Guys, again, Benjamin Woods Walker, fully upgraded with some cool stuff from Pyramyd Air. Thanks for watching.